It was just another Tuesday in St. Clair General Hospital's bustling ER in North Carolina. Flu season meant every corner of the emergency room was packed. Nurses darting back and forth, trying to keep things under control. Nurse Linda Parker, a 20-year hospital veteran, moved through the crowd with the kind of practiced coldness that came from years of repetition and the kind of quiet prejudice that often went unchecked. She prided herself on being old school, which in her mind justified her dismissive tone and selective empathy. Around 7:45 p.m., a tall black man walked into the ER clutching his side. His gray hoodie was soaked in blood, and there was a calm urgency in his eyes. He didn't shout. He didn't stumble. He simply approached the front desk where Nurse Linda stood. "I've been stabbed," he said clearly, his voice composed but tight with pain. "I need help." Linda didn't look up. "Take a seat. We'll call you." He raised an eyebrow. "I think this can't wait." She finally looked at him, his dark skin, dreadlocks, and quiet confidence, and immediately, her expression shifted to disapproval. "Everyone here thinks they're the exception. Sit down and wait your turn." The man clenched his jaw. He glanced at the full waiting room, and then back at her. "I've lost a lot of blood. If I pass out, I hope someone with compassion is nearby." Linda turned her back and muttered under her breath, "You people always think you're special." He heard her. So did another nurse, Claire, who winced but said nothing. The man walked slowly to a corner and sat down, keeping pressure on his side. 15 minutes passed. He began to look pale. Claire whispered to Linda, "You sure he's okay?" "He's bleeding through that hoodie." Linda shrugged. "Probably gang-related." "Let him sit." Then something happened. The man pulled out a leather ID wallet from his jeans and walked back to the counter. His hand trembled slightly as he slid it across the desk. "I tried to do this quietly, but since you need a reason to care." Linda rolled her eyes and flipped it open. Her entire body stiffened. "Department of Homeland Security. Federal Protective Service. Special Agent Elijah Brooks. Clearance level TS/SC. Status, armed and active duty." She stared. Her face drained of color. He leaned forward, voice calm but powerful. "Now would be a good time to get a doctor. And maybe someone from hospital administration. Because in the time it took you to profile me, I could have bled out. Or died. Or filed a federal complaint." Claire rushed over the moment she saw the badge. "Oh my God, Agent Brooks, please come with me." She helped him into a wheelchair and called for a trauma team. Linda stood frozen, muttering apologies he didn't acknowledge. An hour later, patched up and stable, Elijah sat in a quiet recovery room. The hospital director, a stern woman named Dr. Melissa Hargrove, entered with 2 security officers. She was pale with anger. "Agent Brooks, I've reviewed the footage and TUI incident report. I'd like to personally apologize. Nurse Parker is being placed on immediate administrative leave pending further investigation. This is not who we are." Elijah looked up from his hospital bed, eyes sharp. "It is, though. It's who she is. And I've seen it across this country. People like her, in positions of care, wielding quiet power with loud prejudice. You don't need to apologize for her. You need to clean your house." Dr. Hargrove nodded solemnly as she turned to leave. Elijah added, "She thought I was just another black man bleeding on the floor. And for the record, I am. My ID doesn't make me more deserving." That's the part you all need to understand. The next day, the story leaked. A federal agent turned away from emergency care. A racist nurse exposed not because of what she said, but what she refused to do. It wasn't just a scandal. It became a lesson, and for once, the ID didn't protect the man holding it. It protected the ones who would come after him, Let me know if you want this formatted as a screenplay or adapted for a short film or stage.